So I've got this trip to Croatia that's coming up. It's actually a family trip. My cousin is a merchant marine or a marine merchant. I always get them confused. His port is at a town in Croatia called Rijeka, and I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. Maybe not. And he met a woman there. They just had a baby. Now they're getting married. And so a bunch of my aunts, uncles, cousins, we're all flying out to Croatia. Huh. But on the way there, I'm going to be solo for my first time ever going to another country, like completely by myself. And I'm, Jesse, I'm freaking out a little bit.
A little bit. You seem very unprepared. You have no idea what you're doing. You're always going on group trips, and at least, you are the person that convinced me to go on group trips. You're like, oh, it's great. They figure everything out.
Group trips. Yes.
Yeah.
Love
no
that.
group trip. About a week ago, Anna's like, I don't even have a hotel booked. I go, this is like, are you going to, I don't know the crime rate in Croatia. I'd like to think it's low.
Safe. I looked it up. It's very safe.
Yeah.
But I wanted some tips, and that's why we have Maria. Maria's in here with us. Hey, girl.
Yeah. Hey, girl.
Hey. So,
Hi.
Hey, girl.
Maria, you might recognize her on Instagram, Maria the Wild.
Yep,
She's
that's
a
me.
local content creator, and you have your own tour group?
I do. So group trips are definitely my thing. So I started that about a year ago after having worked for a tourist business before this. So I was like, I'm just going to do this for myself because I love traveling. I love taking people to places that I have explored and really enjoyed. So we went to Cuba and Thailand this year, headed to Oaxaca, Mexico for Day of the Dead in October.
Whoa.
Super excited about what's upcoming. So I've got Thailand already sold out for next year, and then I've got a Vietnam trip in March too. So any of those adventures tickle your fancy, you can totally come.
Day of the Dead is a bucket list item for
Yes.
me in Mexico, so I need to look into that. I don't
Let's
know if I have
go.
any vacation days left
Maria,
right now.
be careful what you
Yeah.
say because Anna has no money anymore, and we're trying to help her.
We'll work it out.
But I'm sure the friends and family discount and all
What
that.
can I work? Can I work the group
Yeah.
and get in
Not-
for free? I'll start
Let's go. The commission. Okay, pull some
pack
people
lunch
in.
or
Who's
something?
coming to?
Okay.
who on the radio wants to come? We'll give her some
Yeah.
commission.
If I recruit people, can I get in for free? Like
sure,
if you get
let's
10
go.
people.
All right,
then-
Jake,
Jake?
let your wife know. I'll
the
go.
Nice, cute.
Just all of us, every person in this room.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be so magical. I love Oaxaca. It's such a great little place. And we're going to the coast after. We're going to release baby turtles. It's going to be so special.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. So that's Wild World Tours.
Yes.
So follow that on Instagram. I follow.
Yep.
It's
Cool.
cool. So I really want you in here though, because I want to know if you can just give me short form, like the top 3 tips for a solo female traveler, because you have traveled a lot on your own as a woman. Okay.
Yeah, I love solo travel even when I was married, which I'm divorced now, but I was married and I was still solo traveling because it's so empowering and it's just something that every woman kind of needs to try. Even if, there was a lot of girls that went on my Thailand tour who have partners back home. They left them back home and they just kind of met me in Bangkok. And it's nice because they just sort of got themselves there. So that's the empowering part.
You know what? This is interesting. I didn't even think about this. Some of the people I went on when I went to Egypt and even Italy, now I'm realizing, they would talk about their husbands at home. But I didn't meet them. I only met the person individually, and we had those experiences. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, because
who
women
needs
travel
them?
more, literally.
Yeah.
Women are the ones that do the travel planning and are a little bit more motivated to do it themselves, which is cool. So yeah, a couple tips, I guess. I definitely I like to stay in hostels because when I'm solo, I really like to meet people. So it's a good way for me to get integrated with other backpackers or travelers who are also in the same city looking to do things that I'm doing. And typically hostels will have set things that you can kind of opt into. I went to Mexico City and they had the Lucha Libre shows.
Whoa.
So we could all go out together and watch the wrestling matches. And that was really fun. So you aren't walking by yourself. You're with your group of hostel mates. You go home together. And you're, then they're like, oh, well, I'm going to this place afterwards.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, let me join you. So you just start making friends along the way.
So, but
Go ahead.
you're kind of close. You're kind of hostile. Explain a hostel for me.
yeah, okay.
Oh, really?
Well, I kind of know, but it's
Mr. Bougie, this guy. He's only
Well,
staying in
listen.
hotels.
I've been I've been scared. Go ahead. Explain. Go ahead.
Sure. So
Okay.
hostels are a good way to just stay with other people for it's a low cost accommodation. So you can either stay in a dorm room setting. So maybe they'll have 4 beds. You could do a female only bunk. So it could be like 4 beds of just females, or it could be like a 16-person mixed dorm with a whole bunch of other travelers. You don't know who they are, but it's like you get lockers, you get your own little like curtain, and you have your own private space.
Oh, that matters though. I like a
But
curtain.
there's
I like a
also
curtain.
hostels with private rooms. So sometimes if I'm feeling like, okay, I want to be in a hostel environment, but I don't really want to be in a bunk, I can get a private room, and then I'm still in the same like shared areas in the accommodation space. Like,
Marie, I've been paying for the single supplement. Listen, I'm an introvert. I have the weirdest job to be an introvert, but I really am. And like
we all need time by ourselves. Too.
I do. For me, going on trips and meeting people is me practicing being an extrovert.
Sure.
But there's times, and like I just have this horror thought in my brain. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get stuck with the annoying person.
I get it.
Is that? Be honest. Has that happened to you?
I wouldn't say necessarily stuck. Like, I think that I'm just good at sort of opting out of that. I'd be like, hey, I just need to go take a walk by myself, or I need to call my mom, and then I'll just like walk away.
Okay, that's the right way to think about that.
Call my mom. Okay, I'm writing
Well,
that down.
Anna,
Yeah.
Hostile environment.
And they're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, all right, bye. I'm not coming back here.
never see it again.
You just book out of the hostel.
Right.
Like, okay, I'll find a new.
No.
Because I guess a lot of people who stay at hostels, they probably have the same mindset as you. Like, they're trying to meet. They're alone
Totally.
and they're trying to meet people.
Yeah, usually like, and also one other tip that I have for whenever you're going somewhere by yourself is like always try to do a walking tour of the city. Usually they're free the first day so that you get a lay of the land, and then you also can like probably meet people in your hostel or in a different like Airbnb experience or something, and then you're like, oh, you guys are traveling too? Cool, let's all travel together, or let's meet up for drinks later.
That is such a good idea. Are you a tour person, Anna?
Well, anytime I've left the country, I've gone with tour groups. I do go by myself, but I'm meeting a group. Yeah. So we do that. They just kind of have that planned already. This is the first time that I'm going without meeting. I mean, eventually I'll meet family, but without meeting a group. So maybe I should do the walking tour.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
And not like you're going to be like so out of your element in Croatia. Like, I think Europe is fairly easy and like entry level for people to like be able to tackle themselves.
Yes.
Which is also why I don't provide tours there yet, because I'm like, that's kind of easy for people. And I don't know if I have a market necessarily because people can do that alone.
Yes.
Whereas Thailand, maybe it seems really scary for people.
It's a lot different than what we're used to. I did go to Thailand with a group last year. That's what I did. But no, that's cool. So what about when you're packing for these trips? Jesse, I know you've been like dying to bring this up. Whenever I pack like a lot of underwear. And so I went to Florida for like, I don't know, was it 3 or 4 days? It was a work trip.
Listen.
Was it 3 or 4 days?
We got there on a Wednesday and left on a Sunday, I think. She packed 30 pair of underwear. And I know this because she made good. Okay, she says good. And I'm like, I go, why? And she's like, well, you got to have your things.
You never know.
You never know. And I'm like, yeah, but you got backups on backups on back. That's a lot.
So from a professional traveler, can you please enlighten us? Is that overkill?
With those 4 days?
Yes.
That's overkill. I'll be real.
There it is.
Maria. Okay.
I would
it is.
pack probably
serious?
like 8 pairs for that amount of time.
I
hope
doubled
you don't
it.
have
2
any
a day.
accidents.
I doubled. Okay, but see, I don't know what in the world. I don't know how often you're doing that.
Those videos that are like, Jesse sent me a video the other day on Instagram, and it's like me packing for a trip, tons of underwear, and it's like, what if I accidentally poop my pants every single day, twice a day?
All right. You're having like anxiety packing.
It might
It's
happen.
anxiety packing. I will admit though, it does kind of suck packing, especially if you're going somewhere with like different types of weather. You're like, I said I need a raincoat, but and it's like,
oh yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah.
It was tough, especially because I long-term traveled. I went to Thailand this year for my group tour, and then I left it open-ended, and I didn't have a return flight. So I went to Japan. I got invited to Japan to go skiing, and I was like, I'm not ready for this. I literally packed for like staying in Southeast Asia for a couple months, and so I literally went to Uniqlo, which is one of my favorite like stores in Asia. I bought a bunch of like winter stuff, went skiing in Japan, and then I went to Vietnam after that. So I was like, well, I'm just going to ship some of this home because I literally don't need it now that I'm going back to Vietnam where it's hot. Then I went to France, which was literally springtime weather. I'm like, I don't know how to pack for any of this. And you start missing your closet. But like I had a backpack, and that's like what you have to do. You just have to like minimize because you're on the go. You don't want to have to lug around a bunch of stuff.
And do laundry. Usually there's like laundry places to stop at. So do you have like a major travel horror story that you always think of? Just so I can be fully prepared.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like You always have to have your back no matter where you go. And so I'll get a lot of slack on my TikTok for saying this about Over the Rhine because I'll be like, Over the Rhine's fun and cool and like it's okay, it's pretty safe. And I'm like, I understand that in every city there are misnomers and there are things that happen.
Yeah.
You just have to watch your back no matter where you are, whether you're home or abroad.
Pay attention.
Yep. So like I was in Ecuador and I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh, I'm going down there in September.
I love that.
Well, listen up.
Yeah, listen up. I mean, I took a night bus, right? Okay. I was in Quito. I took a night bus by myself. It was just me and this older lady who was in like a couple seats ahead of me. So it was like a very unoccupied night bus. These two dudes get on in one of the city stops. And like one comes behind my seat and I had heard, hey, watch your stuff before you actually get on this bus. So like put all of your valuables on the seat with you and like loop it around your leg. So I'm ready. But my bigger bag was like under the seat and he tries to start getting into it and I feel it and I have a book in my hand and like instinctually I just like hit his hand with my book and I was like saying whatever Spanish I kind of knew and I'm just like, get out. And I'm like looking at him in the face, like screaming at this man. So I guess my response is fight when it's fight or flight. Let's be real.
You were ready to attack.
I was ready. I was hunkered down.
Not
I'm
today.
protecting my stuff
Not a
today.
victim.
But he looked at me and he like does the like slit throat sign. And then they get off the bus, thank God. But it was like really scary because I was by myself. I had nobody like
oh my God.
really
your
to look
heart
out for
rate
me at that
was-
moment. Yeah, and I had like 5 more hours on the bus. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the lowest that I've ever been in my life because
Oh
I
my
was just
God.
divorced. So I'm like, I'm on my own. Like I'm literally on my own.
Did
here in
you
Ecuador.
learn anything from that where you're like, okay, lesson learned, don't do that type of thing in the future? Like be alone? Like
Yes, I think that like take the precautions. Of course, like not being on a night bus would have been smart. Being on one that was a little bit more populated with other people,
Yeah.
of course, and then also just like knowing when there are like I don't know when it's like a little bit of an alarming situation. Like maybe know a bit more Spanish.
You learned the language.
Yeah, just like be a little better at like standing up for myself and talking to people in an emergency situation.
But I think you also learned a lesson there of what to do.
yeah,
And, you know, if you
Yeah.
are in that situation, defend yourself. Like that's clearly what helped you.
yeah.
They were like, okay, well, we're weighing the risk here. We're not going to mess with this person because they made eye contact and
Yeah, I
said
fought
stop.
back. Yeah, I'm not just like that girl that'll just go quietly and be like, yeah, take all my stuff. No,
Huh.
no, I'm going to fight you.
No, I think I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I think just I would have come out. I wouldn't have even thought about it.
Yeah. So
Get angry.
all that to say, Ecuador is a lovely country.
Yeah, well,
No,
I'm
I mean that.
excited.
I do mean that.
You're not
going
going
there.
to be on any night buses.
No, it's a daytime. I'm
Yeah.
getting there about 7 o'clock in PM, but and then I'm going to Galapagos from there.
Oh, yeah.
So have you been there?
I haven't. I did Quito, Baños, and then Cuenca, and I did an ayahuasca retreat.
Okay. Oh,
Very
Whoa.
different than the
I-
Galapagos.
even
trip.
I want to do that at some point.
I know. You do?
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
I'm shocked. Okay.
Yep.
I do too. That's on my bucket list. So
I might start running towards like that. Some like more spiritual retreats and things.
Really?
Like I'm trying to scale my business in different ways and go a little bit more niche with things. So I think that like really intentional retreats like
Yes,
that would be
unique.
on the docket. for sure.
offering something that you can't find. I wouldn't know.
Right.
how
There
to
you
look
go.
at- I wouldn't even know how to begin with
Yeah.
that. I'd be kind
For
of
sure.
scared, to
For
be
sure.
honest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's very smart. Well, your Instagram. What is your Instagram for people?
So the tours account is Wild World Tours,
Mhm.
and then the website is wildworldtours.info.
Okay.
And then my account is Maria the Wild. So I do a lot of Cincinnati focused stuff, but I'm also talking about my travel life on that page as well. And then my TikTok is kind of like my more fun platform, if I'm honest.
Oh,
I really enjoy that. I've been like a lot more off the cuff and just like talking. Like I'm trying to open my throat chakra and like really
Okay.
just like talk more. So I think that the TikTok has really helped because Instagram's kind of stuffy. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know, our job, Anna knows. Anna's made for radio. She started here, and we realized that Anna is just by default just shares everything with everybody.
Overshare.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Which is perfect for our show. Like it's
Yeah.
just like don't hold back. But you didn't do this. Is not what you did originally. I read your whole. Remember that company reached out to us, Anna, and said, "Hey, we want to do a story on you," and they wrote the article about you and then me.
Oh.
You had one too.
Yep.
I don't remember what it was.
Rebel, Canvas Rebel.
That's
or something.
right.
Canvas Rebel.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
You're
Yeah.
the magazine. Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I do remember that because I saw it too.
Cool.
So how did you, do we have time for that? How did you get started in the traveling? Like what made you, did you just take a trip and?
Yeah, I think I've always loved travel. I've tried to thread it in my career path the entire time that I've been in college and beyond. So I studied abroad in Thailand in 2013. When I came back, I worked for the study abroad office at UC.
Oh.
Then I started working for the international office at UC full time. And like it just kind of spiraled from there. Like I took some internships and some jobs like with this travel blogger who then taught me more about like travel communities and travel influencing and then a little bit more about tours. So I started doing that for myself because I saw, okay, these people are doing this. Why wouldn't I be able to do this?
Yeah.
You know?
You two very much remind me. Anna,
I know.
very much remind me of each other. You guys probably should be very good friends.
Yay,
You guys,
I love that.
you guys are best friends. You
No,
guys should
she's
be
going to
friends.
Oaxaca.
Well,
Come on.
okay, girl.
Our producer
Which music
Jake.
festival?
Our producer Jake's over here. Jake hasn't traveled internationally, but let's just go with domestic. Do you have a favorite domestic in the U.S. location to go to?
Ooh, it's so
Or
interesting
just
to
like
say.
first off your head, where would you tell somebody to go? Like I always say
Where would I tell somebody
Albuquerque.
to go?
I thought Albuquerque was so out there and out of nowhere.
Albuquerque's cool.
Santa Fe's nearby.
Mhm.
They've got Breaking Bad was all filmed out there, but
You know, honestly, I think that the gem that we have in the United States that a lot of countries don't have is the thread of an American road trip, a classic road trip. I did that after I graduated at UC. Like the day after I graduated, me and my partner took a road trip for like 2 months around a lot of national parks, a lot of camping, a lot of couch surfing with a lot of friends. So I think that the Redwoods are one of the most unique places in the entire country, as well as Zion National Park in Utah. One of my faves, one of my absolute faves. And I can't wait. Actually, I just booked like a spontaneous trip with my other friend Maria. So the Marias are taking the world, the country.
Zion.
Maria's the wild.
Yep, the
Maria's
Marias in the
two of
wild.
them. Uh-oh.
Two of them. We're going to LA and then we're road tripping back. So we're hitting like Joshua Tree and we're hitting like a bunch of awesome places out there.
I have an identical twin brother, and we did that. We drove from Sacramento back to essentially Tennessee.
Oh, cool.
And we drove all the way through the desert, down through Vegas, Flagstaff, Meteor Crater. Anyway, it was crazy. It was so much fun. We did it in like 5 days. But but we didn't do the Utah portion of it. We didn't go the north
Utah's
route.
so cool.
I know, but I'm glad. I love the Southwest.
Yes.
I need to explore more of the U.S. I've not done I kind of have gotten stuck because I hear international and I get so excited and I'm like, oh, I want to go to another country, but I really do want to travel more in the U.S. Like I've never been to California. I've never been out west except for Denver, Colorado.
Oh my gosh, she went to Denver a couple weeks ago. She goes, guys, I'm going out west. I'm like, Denver?
Yeah.
You haven't even made it to the Rockies yet.
Yeah, kind of.
Close.
Well, here's my tip. Like when I was in corporate, I was thinking, okay, I'm working with PTO. I don't have that much flexibility, but what I can actually commit to with myself is one international trip a year, one domestic trip a year. That way you're breaking it down where like domestic trips could be a weekend away. You could just go to like Gatlinburg or something. But then international, obviously you have a more PTO to dedicate to it. So just like plan ahead and you'll be able to like knock off a lot of the countries on your bucket list as well as, you know, the cities in the US.
Worth it.
Well, we've got Kenya. I'm doing Kenya before Croatia. I'm doing safari.
I can't
I'm
wait
so
to
excited.
talk. Yay.
Okay, yeah, that's with
so
a tour group. So,
Mhm.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Maria.
Yay, thank you guys.
We love talking travel. Well, thank you for coming in, Anna. I think you'll survive your trips.
I guess
far,
I'm
we
gonna.
got all these tips.
I have to cut back on underwear packing, which I'm not
Yeah.
doing.
I'm
I'm
glad.
really sorry.
That's
I
the big
won't take your
takeaway.
advice on that.
Yep, pack less. Maria, thank you for coming in. Again, we're going to hit it again. Where can people find you online for all of this?
Yeah, so the website is wildworldtours.info and Instagram, TikTok, Threads. It's all Maria the Wild.
Threads.
Yep, I like Threads. It's kind of like my Tumblr. Like I just like throw things up
Like
there.
you get emo on there.
a little.
It's okay.
Ours is like Threads. Do you want to share on Threads? Sure, fine.
I know.
It's a repeat of.
Yeah. I mean, there might be comments and stuff on there we should check.
It's fun.
All
Yeah.
right. Maria, thank you for coming in.
Thanks so much.